welcome to the video. So going out by request, the most requested video lately has been a full day of eating on a non-cheat day. So the time is currently 8:07 a.m. and this is my first meal of the day. So typically I wake up at about 6:30. I'll get some hydration and I'll drink a full glass of water, check some emails and stuff, and I don't have an appetite first thing in the morning. So it is 8 a.m. right now. Just cooked up some breakfast. So here I have 3 whole eggs with 3 servings of egg beaters. We have a vegetable medley. So what I typically do is I'll steam a bunch of vegetables ahead of time, so that way I can just add them to a meal. They're already done, they're already cooked, basically just warm them up. So I cook the eggs, then I throw the veggies in, stir fry it all together, a little bit of salt, some ketchup, and we also have 12 ounces of OJ on deck. And for this meal we're looking at 14 fat, 51 carbs, and 40 grams of protein. Let's eat. And I really like this meal because it's super simple, easy, and very cheap. A lot of people ask me, how do I afford the cheat days? Well, typically I'm eating at home throughout the entire week, always cooking all of my meals. I typically kind of eat the same thing here and there. I don't really get sick of it, because when I have the cheat day, I just eat whatever I want. So pretty much all my meals outside of the cheat days, I really focus on getting a lot of nutrition in, because on those cheat days, I don't really care to eat vegetables because I eat them on all of the days, So it really comes down to having a good balance. Seriously, this has been my staple breakfast, eggs and veggies. It's a good way to get in some good healthy fats, as well as some protein and a good amount of veggies. So I like to get them in earlier in the day, and then you'll see later in the day, as around my training, I eat more faster digesting carbs, so that way it fuels my training and it's not just sitting there digesting. Alright guys, so that is my typical breakfast. And what I usually do is I don't drink the orange juice fast, I just kind of sip on it. So just taking little sips here and there so it lasts longer, and it's nice to just have that sweet little taste. So that's good. And I do take a multivitamin by High Performance Nutrition, and this is good insurance. I do talk about the importance of having a good wholesome diet, plenty of fruits, veggies, get all those micronutrients in, but this is basically good insurance. So if you wanted to check out all of HPN's products, check the description box below, and I do have a code SAVE10 to save on all their products.
Have a nice day.
Thanks a lot, you too. So it is currently 11:57 a.m. and I did get myself an iced coffee with cream and sugar. So it's a medium with cream and sugar, I just said that, but it's 9 grams of fat, 30 grams of carbohydrates, and 1 gram of protein for this coffee here. And another thing, with the orange juice, I like to just basically sip on it and make it last for a while. Coffee is very good at suppressing the appetite and basically keeping you satiated. So this is a good tool that I use along with the orange juice. And I also do always bring this gigantic bag of carbs. So I have prunes, I have raisins, I have chocolate rice cakes, I have white cheddar rice cakes, and I always have honey. So I always bring all these carb sources with me because I like having them before I train. They're super easy to bring with you, and they're great to have as a quick snack. So typically before I work out, I always have a good amount of carbohydrates. So I'm gonna have this coffee along with 1 to 2 servings of these prunes and a couple of these rice cakes. So I'm not sure what the carbs are gonna be or how much I'm gonna consume right now. I always like to have a good amount of carbs before I train because it helps me feel strong. It keeps me energized through the entire workout. As you've seen this morning, I didn't really eat a really big breakfast. I think overall it was maybe 550 calories. So what I do is I try to save the majority of my carbohydrates around my training, so that way it can benefit me to keep my strength. And I do keep my carbohydrates pretty high when I'm dieting. I try to keep them as high as possible while keeping fats on the lower end, so that way you can maximize our strength gain and retain all that muscle tissue while dieting. So let's have a few of these things. So we're gonna do about a handful of prunes. Okay, so that's about a serving of prunes down, which is roughly 25 grams of carbs. And we are going to eat a chocolate rice cake. And these are all just great snacks to have on the go. You gotta have the carbs. So simple, so easy, so good. And seriously, so far with this diet, I have been so relaxed on it. Like, I don't stress about macros to a T. Like, I'm explaining all the macros and everything to you guys during this full day of eating, but I seriously don't even stress about it. Like, I've been so obsessive about macros and hitting everything to a T in the past. And yes, it is very, very important to be consistent, but I've really just been kind of focusing on a calorie goal and kind of wherever the macros fall, you know, making sure I'm getting a decent amount of protein, getting as much carbohydrates as I can to keep my strength. And yeah, it's just been super easy. And so I'm 5 weeks into my diet and I'm down to 216 pounds. I did start it at 225. We are making really good progress here. And now, one of my favorite carbohydrate sources, some good old honey. So we're gonna do a tablespoon here, which is about 17 grams of carbohydrates. Ain't no donut, but that's pretty sweet. So we just took down 11 grams of fat, 96 grams of carbohydrates, and 5 grams of protein. That is basically my pre-workout meal, and it is time to go train. Damn, it's nice out. I like this. Not too hot, not too cold, just right.
So today we trained upper body, and so we have weighted dips as the first movement. So we're going to do 6 sets of 4 to 6 reps here, and I did use 90 pounds strapped to my body, and I think my gym weight is about 220 pounds, so this is roughly 310 pounds on the dip here. So I did successfully hit 6 sets of 6, but after every set of the weighted dip we would do some pull-ups here, so 4 to 6 reps, and then we would alternate that back and forth between the dip and the pull-up for a total of 6 sets here. And then we moved on to some 45-degree neutral grip incline presses, and again, I really like the neutral grip because it takes a lot of stress off of the shoulder joint. So we did 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps, and then we would rest for 90 seconds and then do some seated wide grip neutral grip rows. So 8 to 10 reps here. And next we did some external rotation. Again, this is a great movement for shoulder health, and it's a very easy movement to do, you know, at the end of your workout. So we did 10 to 12 reps here, and then we'd rest for 30 seconds and do some power raises. So the power raises are really great for the rear delt as well as shoulder health. So we did 10 to 12 reps here, and we would repeat that back and forth between the external rotation and the power raises for a total of 3 sets. So here is how I am currently looking. So 5 weeks into my diet, and I started my diet at 225 pounds. This morning my body weight was 214.6, so that's roughly 10 pounds in 5 weeks. So on average 2 pounds of weight loss per week, so not bad, and really keeping my strength, maintaining my size, and just trimming the body fat away. So I do still store the majority of my body fat on my lower back, but as you can see, it's really tightened up. It just kind of really hangs around like the lower back and the lower ab region. But overall, I am super happy with my progress and ready to keep on moving forward.
Alright guys, so post-workout meal, we went into Stop and Shop and decided to get just something quick and easy on the go. So I never tried these cottage cheeses before, so I got a strawberry flavor as well as a plain flavor. So this one's 19 grams of protein, this one is 15 grams of protein, and then we got a pound of cantaloupe. Now I really love this stuff, super juicy, super tasty, digests very well. So this is gonna be my post-workout meal. I basically just kind of freely eat throughout the day, and then towards the end I'll just kind of see where my calories fall, and then I look at the weekly balance, and that's how I've been regulating my diet and how I've been staying in a weekly deficit. So first, let's crack open, let's try out this strawberry one. You guys know how I feel about strawberry donuts, but a little strange, but not bad. I've had like strawberry flavored Greek yogurt before, so having like a flavored type of cottage cheese is a little bit different, but it's not bad. Oh, and by the way, it is 2:42 p.m. So my last actual meal was this morning at breakfast, and then I did have like the pre-workout carbs. So that's typically what I've been doing. I've been having maybe like 3 to 4 meals, and then, you know, having like my pre-workout carbs, and I've been finding that it's been working very well for me. Like I just like kicked in the gym and it felt really good, and I just felt strong. So by keeping carbs as high as possible, it's gonna help you keep your strength. And let's crack open some of this fresh cut in store cantaloupe. Now this is like one of my favorite fruits. Man, fruit is straight life. It basically hydrates you while you eat it. You're getting water, you're getting micronutrients, you're getting some sweetness. It's definitely not boring. Let's open up this plain cottage cheese. Not bad, not bad. Take it cottage cheese with the fruit. That's as natural as you can get it. No added sugars, just straight from the source. Oh, and just a little plug, I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but if you do, you can see what I eat on the daily more frequently rather than waiting for a video to come out. So I do post on my story the meals that I'm eating pretty much throughout the day. Man, I'm really digging this combo. I like the plain cottage cheese with the fruit. It's just such a good combo because the saltiness from the cottage cheese along with the fruit, it's like, it's phenomenal. That's it for that meal. You get plenty of protein to stimulate protein synthesis post-workout, as well as enough carbs to combat cortisol post-workout. So we just got it in. So that's it for this meal, guys. What's up, Brody? How you been?
Good.
You're getting big.
I know, aren't they?
It's crazy.
I don't think you can lift them up anymore.
I don't know.
No, I don't think you can.
All right, so it looks like this next meal, I got some company. Can you say hello?
Tell them who you are.
Come on, don't be shy. You guys have been on camera before. So yeah, these are my nephews and they're gonna be joining me for this next meal. If you guys haven't watched the spicy ramen challenge that I did, they actually helped me create the challenge. So definitely check that out. I'll put the link up here. But yeah, it was a good challenge and it was really fun and very painful for me, but very fun for them to watch me. You guys all buckled in?
Yes. Yep.
You ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
It doesn't look like it's open.
What does this sign say?
Open?
Yeah. Thank you, sir. See yours. Come on. Get in there. Look at that thing. Open it up. Open up your elbow. There you go. There you can see it. What you got, Connor? Wow. Man. I gotta step my game up. These boys are catching me.
I'll take the wings.
What'd you get, Brody?
Chicken fingers.
Chicken fingers and fries. Ooh. What about you, Connor? What'd you get?
A chicken finger and
Hot wings? Yummy. What'd you get, Carolyn?
Toasted BLT in a pocket.
Ooh, damn.
Really good.
That looks delicious. Nick, what'd you get? I got a grilled chicken salad with extra pita bread. So, yeah, let's eat. All right, guys, so I decided to go with a grilled chicken salad. So we got plenty of micros here. We got some extra pita bread. Now, I kept this meal pretty lower calorie because I like to save the majority of my calories before I go to bed. I like to eat a good amount at nighttime so that way I do not go to bed hungry. So, nice little chicken salad here. I will put the macros on the screen and let's enjoy this meal. So we're gonna take this pocket, we're gonna fill it with the chicken and the salad and make like a sandwich.
Try it.
Yeah, I think I got something for you guys.
Is this your shirt you posted?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see. And fits.
Oh,
Cool.
Nice.
Those look sweet. All right, cool.
Now, let's see the back. Oh, perfect.
All right, here we go. You good? There you go. You got it, Connor. All right, so it is currently 8:33 p.m. and putting together my next meal. Let me show you guys what I got. So we have 3 servings of low-fat cottage cheese along with 15 grams of cinnamon roll Pro Zero protein. I like to add this in here to add some flavoring because the cottage cheese on its own is kind of plain, kind of bland, which I don't mind, but little bit of flavor is good, and it kind of thickens it up. It makes it almost like a kind of like cake, I guess. And then over here we have 2 servings of prunes, which I already did eat 1 serving. And then we are gonna cook up some Orville Redenbacher Smart Pop. So this is only 100 calories per bag. This stuff is really great. It's an awesome snack to have. Also, we are gonna have 1 vanilla Skinny Cow. I'm pretty hungry. Let's stop talking and start eating. It almost has like just like a cakey consistency. I like it. So typically I really do change and rotate my protein sources. As you guys saw today, I did eat cottage cheese twice today. So when I like something, I just kind of really like it and I stick with it for a while. Like I'll do like beef for a while, I'll do chicken for a while. Like sometimes I'll eat the same protein source multiple times throughout the day and then just kind of switch it up, and just to have that variety. And I do have a good amount of variety, and today was just basically an example of what my life is like outside of cheat days. So yes, I did eat out, and I didn't eat a big meal at that restaurant because I just wanted to save more of my calories towards the end of the day. And when it comes to fat loss, like timing of your food doesn't matter. Like it doesn't really matter if you eat all of your calories before you go to bed. What's most important is the total number of calories at the end of the day consumed. But it is really optimal to have, you know, fuel around your training so it can keep you strong, keep you full. Now it's time for some dessert. Yeah, now in my last cheat day, I did have that Skinny Cow, like ice cream, not the ice cream sandwich. I love these things. These ice cream sandwiches are pretty bomb, but that Skinny Cow ice cream wasn't the greatest, but these things are awesome. I really dig these things. I like it so much that I've even eaten it on my cheat days. Okay guys, so that is going to wrap up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So today for the calories, we hit 2,480 calories, 45 grams of fat, 355 grams of carbohydrates, and 178 grams of protein. Now I am not strict with my macros at all. I am very free with them. I'm basically just going on a calorie target. So eating enough protein, enough carbs, definitely keeping the fats on the lower end so that way I can have more carbs to fuel my training. As you guys can see, keeping my strength, if not even getting stronger. So carbs are very, very important when you're dieting. They are basically your body's main fuel source, and they're gonna give you the best bang for your buck in terms of energy. So I've been keeping the fat somewhat lower and not stressing about macros, and this has by far been like the easiest, like most laid back, sustainable cut that I've ever done. You know, if one day I'm like kind of hungry and I want to eat more, I just simply eat more. You know, there's no rush for me dieting, and I basically just balance out the calories throughout the week. I have my cheat day on Sunday. I really enjoy myself, but I was noticing like typically towards the end of the week, like Thursday and Friday, because you know, today I trained, which training was good, but tomorrow I'm gonna be deadlifting, and it's pretty much almost like the tank is getting empty, you know. So like Monday and Tuesday my training is great because I just had the cheat day on Sunday, and so Monday I'm strong, Tuesday I'm strong, Wednesday is a rest day. So today, like, I felt strong, but I felt a little bit of a dip in performance, and then tomorrow I have to front squat. So usually Friday is like the toughest workout because the tank is kind of running low and we're almost ready to refuel up with a cheat day. So yeah, I'm excited for this coming Sunday, and I think I'm going to start my cheat day at PVD Donuts in Providence, Rhode Island. So on this Sunday, PVD Donuts, Providence, Rhode Island. I don't know what time yet, maybe around like 8:30, 9 o'clock or something. So yeah, hopefully I can see you guys there. But yeah, that's going to conclude another video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a comment down below with any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next video.